All right, hey South Texas. I hope your day is going well. We are live to give you an update on what we have with the weather this week, and it's kind of an interesting week ahead.
And may the 4th be with you.
Oh, that's right. It is Star Wars Day today.
It is Star Wars Day.
And may the 4th be with you.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we'll be talking about a lot. We actually have a lot of changes this week.
Yeah.
I myself am not a personal fan of summer-like temperatures in the 90s. I'm actually looking forward to Mother's Day weekend where temperatures fall quite a bit.
Yeah, temperatures are going to really take a tumble. Now, the good news is it's not going to be too cold, but it is much cooler than what we have right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and starting off for today, we're going to be answering your questions, so feel free to ask them whenever you have a chance. Mold coming in light, grass is light, and man, mold is really light too, only at 250, so not too bad out there for allergy sufferers.
So I took my allergy meds yesterday before I went to bed. So mold always gets me, so I think I'll be good today.
Well, good stuff. And it's looking pretty outside right now. Notice all that sunshine. The last few days we've kind of struggled with cloud cover in the morning, and it kind of really lingered even into the early afternoon at sometimes. But today we're getting a lot more sunshine, and that's really going to help temperatures rise.
And Calaveras Lake already feeling like 80 degrees. We're pretty close to that here in San Antonio, at least at the airport. See, there's an update right now. We're at 81 degrees. So now we've surpassed Calaveras Lake.
Yeah, really warm conditions out there and plenty of sunshine. So if you're working outside, drink plenty of water. Also, wear that sunscreen and sun protective clothing, as well as that mask that we're supposed to be wearing when we're out right now. Something else to remember is with this heat, we have a lot of humidity. So make sure you also are planning for that. It will be hotter than what it will feel hotter rather than what it actually is outside because of that humidity.
So I know humidity always gets me when I'm working out outside. So if you plan on, walking the dogs or working out, maybe taking a nice walk, I would say morning or right around sunset would be your best bet to do so, especially outside. It is going to be pretty hot today. We're seeing lots of sunshine across the board. Taking it statewide, just a few clouds out and about over the Lone Star State, but really a lot of the area dry.
Yeah, really drier conditions up towards kind of just north of Fort Smith, closer to Fayetteville, Arkansas. They're seeing a little bit of severe weather and storms. That's kind of typical of a summer-like pattern that they get more strong and severe storms up that way that hang out on the northern edge of Arkansas and southern edge of Missouri. So what we've been under is really a more typical summer-like pattern, and it feels like it.
Right, so kind of like this weak upper level ridge, that's kind of what we're looking at as far as our weak summer-like weather pattern. And that's been the case the last several mornings. I said last night on our newscast, we kind of sound like a broken record, at least the past couple of days, because it's been hot and humid. We've been waking up to a few morning clouds the last several mornings, and then gradual clearing during the day. So that's definitely the case for today. I mean, temperatures will soar back into the low and mid 90s. Some of us even in the triple digits southwest of San Antonio.
Yeah, and the temperatures are already rising. Our current temperatures outside are sitting in the 80s in some spots. We're going to see those temperatures rise into the mid to upper 90s. A few spots may hit that century mark at the triple digits today.
And very humid and already pretty toasty in George West and Beeville right now.
Yeah, Victoria at 88 as well.
Along the coastal bend there, definitely looking at warm and humid weather.
Yeah, and dew points are way up there too in the 60s and 70s. Remember, when it gets to be 70-degree dew points, that's when it starts to feel tropical outside, I like to say.
Right.
More like you almost could close your eyes and it feels like you're on the beach.
So pretty sticky.
Yeah, sticky weather outside for sure. And that humidity, again, will play a factor, and it feels like outside with all the sunshine, the temperatures being way high, and then the higher humidity, it will really feel like the upper 90s to triple digits across much of the viewing area today.
Right, so a lot of us capping off in the low and mid 90s today. We'll see lots of sunshine, so not bad. But if you do plan on doing some yard work today or working outdoors, just remember to take the frequent breaks and also stay hydrated, and may want to keep the sunscreen handy. Just remember those three things.
Yes, and it may be a little bit hot today and a little bit hot tomorrow, but we are expecting some chances for rain to eventually develop, and that shows up in the future clouds and radar here. These next few days are going to bring us slight to slim chances for rain, really lower, about 10 to 20% chances for rain.
Right. So we actually increased our rain chances on Tuesday up to a 20%. You and I were looking at weather models this morning showing kind of this thin broken line of shower activity moving through on Tuesday. And that's going to be ahead of our first cold front on our 7-day forecast. Really calling it a cool front because temperatures pretty much in the mid and upper 80s by Wednesday. So it's not going to knock our temperatures down too much or even the humidity. This will be a pretty weak front, but what it's going to do is just nudge rain chances in our direction.
Yeah, but some key words that meteorologist Meagan Massey just said is our first cool front.
Yeah.
There's multiple. So you'll see that coming up here in a moment. Again, this afternoon at 5 p.m., you saw triple digits possible for Eagle Pass, Carrizo Springs, and Cotulla. We move into tonight, temperatures dropping down to the 70s and 60s. There's that morning cloud cover we struggle with each day. That's pretty typical when we have a more humid air mass in place like what we do now.
See, this is nice if you're working out in the morning hours. You don't have the sun beating down on you. You have some nice clouds, maybe a light breeze at this point, and overall mild temperatures, but still pretty humid at this point, and that's 6 a.m. Tuesday.
Yeah, and then as we head throughout the day on Tuesday, there's that thin line. You notice the cloud is mainly cloud cover. That's what most of us will see is just cloud cover. But we will have that possibility of a few showers. Notice over towards Hallettsville, Columbus, Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Continuing through the timeline, you'll see a little bit more shower activity, mainly south of San Antonio and southeast, Victoria, George West, Beeville, maybe a heavy shower
of thunder. Yeah, a few rumbles of thunder possible at this point. So this is that cold front moving through, and it's expected to move through Tuesday late afternoon. And, you know, a little bit cooler over the hill country at this point, already in the low 70s, while San Antonio is still feeling like the upper 70s and low 80s, really across Bexar County as a whole. So this is just before sunset on Tuesday. We'll have a few lingering showers, but only a 20% chance of rain during the day on Tuesday. So you'll be pretty lucky if you see rain.
Yeah, and the good news is the higher rain chances are going to be closer towards areas like Victoria, Beeville, areas where there's still a severe to extreme drought. And it's not going to be any sort of a drought-busting rain by any means, but it'll at least be nice for some of those areas to see a little bit of shower activity.
Right, so south of Carrizo Springs and the Eagle Pass, looking at rain just before midnight. We'll keep slim rain chances overnight Tuesday into the early morning hours on Wednesday. And it looks like that cloud cover isn't really going anywhere along with those slim rain chances by Wednesday morning. Yeah,
it looks like we still could be dealing with a little bit of cloud cover there Wednesday morning, but it's mainly south of San Antonio. So depending on where you are, you'll have a mostly clear to mostly cloudy sky. Notice the hill country. And San Antonio kind of right on the edge of that. As we head into the afternoon, though, I think that cloud cover will break up a little bit more, but that's as far as future clouds and radar, that one weather model will take us.
Okay, so looking at our forecast rainfall, this is over 7 days. So today's Monday, May the 4th, and this is going to carry on through next Monday. So it looks like the higher rain coverage and the heavier rainfall totals will be over Cotulla, Tilden, into Eagle Pass, up into Del Rio. So that's where we have the darker shades of blue. Once you get into the lighter shades of blue, you're looking at rainfall amounts over an inch. So overall, the entire viewing area, possibly most of us getting up to a quarter.
Yeah, about a quarter of an inch to a half of an inch, but still not expected to be a ton of rainfall. There's going to be a lot of spots that get less than a quarter of an inch too. So just remember that. But when you get further south of San Antonio, that's when you have that chance to get more rain, which is good because areas like Victoria and over towards Beeville and George West, where you saw that the higher rainfall amounts are possible. That's where the severe to extreme drought still is, as well as Maverick County and over towards Eagle Pass.
And, you know, on the northern side of San Antonio, where we've been to the parks and stuff playing disc golf, I've seen just massive cracks in the soil. So definitely seeing that drought and just evidence of it. So we still need the rain.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. It's drought is not as big of an issue right now in San Antonio, but it is abnormally dry, and we are now almost a full inch behind our annual average. Remember, this isn't our annual average for the whole year at 8.28. That is up to this point. So we're kind of racing against it here, but we're behind now. We were ahead of it when we got through the beginning of April, thanks to the fact that we had that really heavy rainfall that first Saturday of April. But we're starting off May, a little bit on the dry side. We are expecting a bit of rain this week, but I don't think it's going to help us too much.
Right, and it's only the 4th, so I mean, you know, we haven't had much rain in the forecast.
Yeah, we still have a lot of
a lot of time to catch up.
Yeah,
exactly. So looking at the 7-day, we mentioned that first cold front sweeping through Tuesday, late afternoon. Not much change in temperatures though. So mid 80s Wednesday, we'll keep a lingering slim rain chance, only about 10% of us looking at spotty showers Wednesday into Thursday. A bit of a warming trend Thursday and a Friday ahead of our second cold front. So there's still some uncertainties on the exact timing of our second cold front. Weather models have been kind of all over the place with the timing. Some of them show, you know, early on Friday and others show, you know, Friday night. So what we do know is a cold front's going to move through at some point on Friday. That's going to bring in our next chance of rain and also drop temperatures just in time for Mother's Day weekend. And of course, we have Mother's Day on Sunday, continue to practice the social distancing, but I've got to think of a gift to get for Mom too at this point. You know, things are a little tricky, so I think online shopping's my best bet.
Yeah, but you know, the good news is it's looking dry for Mother's Day. That's important.
Yeah,
the
definitely.
weather, Mother Nature is our Mother Nature is cooperating for Mother's Day. So I see some people are commenting in here. Gloria says hello. Hello to you, Gloria.
Hey, Gloria.
Ann says hey to Andrew and Megan. Hello to you, Ann.
Glad you're here.
Yeah. And we have Ruth. She hopes they get rain, and we hope we can get some rain to you as well. So that is the 7-day forecast, of course. This is a quick look at the Texas State Park forecast for tomorrow. Remember, whenever I show this, I'm showing it for the next day. It's just kind of a little rundown of some of the state parks we have here in South Texas. A lot of them are beautiful. We've been to many of them ourselves.
Enchanted Rock is by far my favorite.
Yeah, that photo in the back there, by the way, I'm actually going to run the graphic back. That is a photo out at Enchanted Rock during the hike, when you hike to the top of Enchanted Rock itself. It is a beautiful, definitely one that you'd want to do in the morning hours if you're doing it over, if you're doing it into tomorrow, just because it is going to be a little bit more on the hotter side. And you know, I'm looking at this and I think that there may be an error within the graphic because it's saying those afternoon temperatures is running way too cool on them. So I'm going to have to see if this graphic has kind of messed up somewhere, because it's a little bit too cool for some of those afternoon temperatures. We are expecting that cold front to come through, and it is going to cool us down a bit.
Cold fronts,
yeah, but we are expecting the cold front by Tuesday afternoon, but I don't think we're going to be that cool behind the cold front.
Oh, no. I mean, temperatures will only be in the 80s Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
the cool down
Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah.
And so I think it's going to, I think the weather model was a little bit cool on the cool side there, but still just be ready for drier conditions, especially for the hill country where a lot of those state parks are by Tuesday afternoon. So rainfall outlook for the next 8 to 14 days. This is day 8 through day 14, past the 7-day forecast. Looks like we could see slightly above average rainfall. That's good. We'll take it whatever we can take. And then as far as the temperatures are concerned, we could have slightly above average or slightly below average, excuse me, I misspoke, temperatures as we head from day 8 through day 14. So that would go into line with the fact that we have that big cold front coming in just in time for Mother's Day. And it looks like that cooler weather could carry on into next week as well.
And so we'll have a high of 77 degrees Saturday, high temp of 82 on Mother's Day. That's this Sunday, and then 80 on Monday. So we should be in the upper 80s at this point. Our normal high right around 84, 85 degrees.
Yeah, so mid to upper 80s, more than normal, but it looks like we could be behind that here these next few days.
Also, Brian Sims says, hey, Andrew and Megan, happy Star Wars Day. Happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, happy Star Wars Day to you as well. And here's a look at the flu index. I love to look at this just because we've been doing social distancing. It's kind of fascinating to see the improvement that we've had in the flu. But of course, we're coming up on the end of flu season anyway, so it's good to just see that improvement. Your Lone Star 3-day, if you do have to travel, it's looking like much of us will have lower rain chances for today. Tuesday, notice some rain chances popping up there for our friends in Houston. A little bit higher rain chances compared to what we have here in San Antonio. And then looking a little bit drier, not just for us here in South Texas, but drier for much of the state. But remember, we do have that slim rain chance on Wednesday ourselves. And we wrap it up with cloudy with a chance of learning.
Yeah, so we are talking all about the solar system. This is actually part 2. If you missed last week's, don't worry, because that video still lives on our YouTube and our Facebook page. All you have to do is, of course, search KINS5. But you're watching this Facebook Live on our KINS5 page anyway, so you'll find the video there. So we'll be talking about 3 more planets. I'm not going to give away the names, so if you're going to join us at 1 p.m., what planets come after Earth? So the 3 planets after Earth. So we got through 4 planets the first time. We'll be getting through 3 planets this time because there's a lot to talk about with the next 3. Tropical Tuesday, that's going to be tomorrow, of course.
Yeah, Tropical Tuesday. We're going to talk about the structure of tropical systems, of a tropical cyclone, really hurricanes. And we're going to talk about what steers them. So that's going to be a bit fun. Computer Models 101, what weather models, how we use them. And there
are several updates during the day too.
Yeah.
So it's going to be so many weather models, so many updates, and talking about how we put together a forecast there a little bit.
Yeah, Thursday is all about tornadoes. And then Fun Time Fridays, where we share your photos, your stories, and a lot of fun stuff. So that'll be on Friday. But guys, we're going to go ahead and sign off here. We hope you have a wonderful Monday. It should be a gorgeous day to spend some time outdoors. Just make sure you drink plenty of water and also wear that sunscreen. It will be hot this afternoon with those temperatures in the mid to upper 90s.
All right, and you'll be on at midday too.
Yep, I'll be on at noon today. Meteorologist Meagan, Massey, and myself will be doing the 1 p.m. Cloudy with a Chance of Learning today about the solar system.
Yep.
You're on at 4 o'clock today.
I'm on at 4 o'clock, and then we have Weather Chief Bill Taylor on at 5, 6, and 10 tonight. So it should be a pretty busy day.
Yep, so be sure to tune in. Y'all have a great one.